place that was. The history of a dry stone wall crumbling.
Chestnut candles find the sun.
Under the chestnut tree, looking, zooming into the bark, opposite the chestnut cottage.
Invisible histories, a visible pause.
Quiet decline, leaving echoes of past life. The shattered oak, the last age.
Seeing for the first time.
Red Royal Post Office.
Failings house successful communities left in the crumbling walls.
An ancient guardian, overlooking, overseeing.
Time trails up walls, through jeans, past the door to the former post office. Chestnut tree remains.
Special trees around Pitchcombe, a giant's throne. A big fallen tree with a throne at one end, the bark still attached. Does the giant sit here by night, watching over Pitchcombe?
Holly, coach, spring, chestnut. Titmouse, stone, urn, dove.
Crumbling wall, bluebells, narcissi. Trackers, reserves, visual.
Forgotten. Unknown links.
Birdsong. Rough wall under my hand, voices fading behind me.
Gentrification and displacement. Mills once powered by water's rush.
Crab changing from red to pink.
Water, rings, ripples, reflects.
Ripples of time ongoing. Green shades of water, reflections.
Twee, manicured, manufactured royal.
Lurking on Lurks Lane.
Manicured mill.
Mills become homes, energy gathered, now spent.
Anachronism.
Drops on blades of grass beside the sawmill. Zizz of insect against the constant spill of descending pond.
Very fat stone pig watching over the landscaped mill pond and its immaculate garden.
Over manicured.
Nature versus nurture. Wildness versus neatness. Randomly scattered dandelions versus perfectly placed potted plants.
Pitchcombe, 1780. Mill, slowness, tresordi, cynhesach, dyfarnwr, successes, shuttling.
Brick shelter, slight slope. Herring, grumble, innocence.
Grand.
Permissive path with no permission. Polytunnels glisten under long ridge.
What story does the swollen ash bowl tell?
Looking back through window of glass, bicycle coming through, an uphill track ahead.
Bramble mounds, disregarded ironworks, the in-between of nature's past and future growth. Tree stumps.
1500. Moving, rustic, old walls crumble.
Disclosure.
Polytunnel plastic production.
Decay and growth equally successful when shared.
An overwhelming vista, a rush of thoughts provoked.
Seeing where we were before, above the cattle's desire path, and permitted to be here, now.
On the way up the hill, just before we entered the wood. Green, green, green. and 4 round-roofed polytunnels on the other side of the valley.
Birdsong, chirrup, chirp, vista, mud, court, Brownshill.
Across the valley, bikes, mud, tailwind, stages implanted.
Steep step.
Reaching the woods, garlic galore. Pause. Breathe. Look back. Slow moving clouds touch the land. White against dark.
A brook newly born, transformed into an infant river.
Below the beach, new blue amongst garlic green and white.
A line of a puddle of water. The scent of garlic tumbles down the hill.
Watery lines scented with drifts of garlic.
Clean, trickle, cleansing, garlic scent to aerial echoes. Spring's skylight.
Bow.
Farm foraging future.
Last cars glisten. Old roads in the valleys look like rivers.
The passing of time.
Intersecting brook path, crossing, edged with spring lace and garlic buds.
In the wood near the edge. Garlic galore and bluebells few. Garlic prolific in bud. Bluebells sparse in flower. Ferns unfurling. Solitary celandine.
Trace the history of the water.
Wild garlic, new ferns, barking dog. Candy wipes marzipan.
King Alfred. Rural royalty.
Hovering between above and below. Shifting horizons. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shh. Listen.
Fallen trees slowly decay. Bark split into daggers. Wild garlic's delicate, exotic aroma spreads through this beechwood.
I've become a beach. Love it.
The smell of garlic without the water. Moss. Green.
Rising spires of tree trunks gently folding drifts of landscape.
3000. Quiet amongst many spirits emerging.
Blue re-entry. Bluebells, blue sky.
Blue tinge against green.
Clinging on.
Tracery between me and over there.
In the wood, wild garlic. Garlic galore again. Out of puff, left behind. A sea of wild garlic with tiny bluebell islands. The garlic is growing through a carpet of brown, crinkly beech leaves.
Elephant, feet, grey bark. Roots, beach, borrowed thoughts.
Beech, ivy, new growth. Variously, amphibian, chit-chat.
Evocative companions. Silent. Listen.
Feet passing. Rustle of dead leaves. Look down. Mud. Stone. Root. Moss.
Broken trees festooned with mistletoe. Watercourses gush by roadways. Gentrified farms signal a way of life forever lost.
Now in the open, gentle brook shows and sounds the way.
The water's back, a downhill line. A pear. Blossom. There might be one more.
Ancient orchards, blossom trees, stillness. Abandoned fruits of labour.
4,500. Pared back. Water trickle to gentry. Abandoned country decline.
Blossom shingles.
Left to their own devices.
Listen to the trickle as it is drawn inimitably to the Painswick brook.
Ancient pear and apple orchard and a babbling brook. Springtime.
Salt, stone, aval, peri pear.
Pear blossom, refurbishment, daffodils. Huddled, owned, strike.
Dead slow. Grow.
Road, raw, return.
Tarmac underfoot. Stream trickling quietly. Pause. Listen.
Coronation cups of tea, crowning.
Angled memorials in ancient ground. St. George's flag flutters freely.
You tree, and you, and us.
One more lot of words. Final stop. The last notation. A herd of cows. Village hall. Dandelions.
Return and gather.
A quiet end for George. Wanting, waiting.
Washing up.
Gathering amongst the upstanding reminders of our ancestors.
Home and dry. The churchyard. Lunch.
George, Eglois, an ending.
Solomon Escort, Beacon Boniface, in remembrance. Ages, Unicorn, Shiver.
Homecoming. Warm stone.
Back to the beginning. Walking alone together. In loving memory.